Hi Collective, welcome back to my channel. I'm the Temperance Star. I'm going to be doing a lovely collective reading for you guys today, this evening, this night, this morning, whenever you're watching this. How are you? I hope you're doing amazing. I hope you're feeling splendid. I hope you're feeling curious. I hope you're feeling strong. I hope you're not feeling clumsy like me, because I be feeling so clumsy sometimes. I just be letting things fall by accident and oops, but ooh, the Magician. Are you manifesting right now, collective? Are you making some changes right now? Are you getting some new ingredients? I'm hearing some new things to add to your collection. You want to enhance yourself, enhance your looks, enhance your powers even. You're feeling very transformative. You're wanting to learn how to transform, or are you transforming? And you transforming is having you needing to collect new things, collect new items, collect new, protection. Collect new protections and stuff because of maybe the new levels that you're going, the new levels that you're flying even. You may be flying very, very high, or you may be diving very, very low. So you need certain protection gear to keep you safe while you are going those depths. This video may be more intuitive than tarot. It's just because of how I'm feeling. My last two I was relying heavy on. So we got Knight of Swords in reverse, aka someone wants to communicate with you, but they're realizing that how they're coming off is very illusioned. It's too illusion. It's too many lies. Yeah, with the Nine of Cups, where you may be feeling very fulfilled with yourself, fulfilled emotionally. You may value truth. You may want your emotions to be more balanced. You may know when your emotions not balanced. You may be drinking. I don't know why I just started out with the Nine of Cups. This person looks like they have you may be drinking. You may be feeling very, very happy. Are you like taking a jip? Taking a jip. Taking a jip. Are you taking a sip of something? Taking a sip of gin even? I just think of gin. I did write gin down in my book. Gin, because gin is one of my favorite drinks to drink now. And it's so crazy how when I was doing my little research on gin, how gin actually it cured a whole plague. Gin literally cleared a whole plague, I think in Italy or France back in the day, like back in like the, I don't want to say 1500s, but probably not that back. I don't think it went back that far. I don't remember. I don't remember years and stuff. I don't keep up with the years and times and things. I am like timeless. But gin, the alcohol was basically like a medicine for people. It kind of still is in a way. It's so crazy because I feel like every time I drink gin, I don't get hangovers. Like I don't get hangovers. Like I don't feel bad after I drink gin. And even when I think of gin, you also know of gin like the genie gin too. Someone feels like you are here one moment and you're gone the next. I don't know what I just thought that. People think that you are able to bring in either good luck or bad luck. People blame you for that too. They think it's their fault that they get bad luck after you leave. Why did I just hear that? They get bad luck after you leave. Because jinn, they're like tricksters. Genies are tricksters. So they say in the books and the stories and stuff. Stories are always evolving, they're constantly changing, even like when it comes to like biblical stories or Greek mythology and things like that. Like people have their own interpretations of these real life events or these stories and stuff. But then people always want to like kind of like turn their back to folklore. That's why I'm so obsessed with folklore. Just like the Ace of Wands, new ideas. Like folklore and stuff, I feel like is so beyond, even looking at the moon, it's so beyond what I feel like they tell in movies or fairy tales and stuff. I feel like folklore creatures and characters and stuff, they're way more powerful than people like to talk about, especially like jinns. Like I'll be bold enough to say you probably walk with a jinn and you don't even realize it. That's how many there are. That's how many tricksters there are in this world. But because things evolutionize, like how, certain sea animals had to literally gain certain fins or gain certain gills to adapt to the climates of the water after like the ice age and stuff, like transformation. It's like things have to transform to adapt with times. It's almost like when it comes to like folklore creatures and stuff, they had to adapt with normal times, with technology. Now that there's cameras everywhere, you can't just take a picture of a freaking flying dragon. But that doesn't mean dragons aren't out here. That doesn't mean that fairies aren't out here. It's just that there's too many cameras. There's too many illusions being painted, too many manifestations happening, to the point where it's like you would think that they're not there. Is that things have to hide more in plain sight and adapt to times, because people are ready to attack. Even when we talking about protection and stuff, people are always ready to attack. So that's why there's so many changes in the world. That's why there's so many transformations. That's why so many things that people used to talk about back then are either wiped out completely, or it's not what it is today. Like something could walk past you that's something that you never even known about, but you would have no idea because it looks a certain way. Wow, you may be looking a different way than what you may not even recognize yourself. Well, people do not recognize you collectively. People do not recognize you. We got the Eight of Swords. People do not recognize you. With the Eight of Swords, people feel completely shocked by how you look, even with the Five of Pentacles, and they feel like they lost out on something that they could have invested in. They feel left out by you. They feel like they're not allowed into whatever barrier you may have yourself in. And I don't know why this is like a barrel, like a what's that? What they call those? I forgot what they call those. And I used to play that with my grandpa. Shout out to both my grandpas. They were both two one is still alive, one's still here. My other died of a heart condition, bad heart condition. He had a literal machine in his heart. But they were so intelligent. I had two intelligent grandfathers, and I'm so blessed to have been able to witness them. Like, one was like overly religious, but he wrote like he was constantly, my grandfather was constantly getting messages from constantly. And then my other grandfather who passed, he was like a genius when it came to numbers and even like kind of seeing beyond things. Like, he was just but he was a drunk. Even when we talk about the thing, he loved him some drinks. Even with the Three of Wands here, there comes Three of Wands. Someone wants to move forward towards you. Someone's planning. Someone's walking towards you, like right now, maybe. I don't know why I just got that. Especially with the Three of Cups. Someone wants to celebrate something with you. Okay, with the Knight of Swords reversed, the Eight of Swords, there's been a lot of mental confusion going on with you or regarding you, and maybe now people are realizing that you're safe. You're a safe person. Like, you're not maybe a trickster that they thought you were. Like, even when we're talking about jinn, you have good jinn and you have bad jinn. But you have good fairies, you have bad fairies. You have good witches, you have bad witches. You have good mermaids, you have bad mermaids. Like there's always a good and bad. You have good Geminis, you have bad Geminis. You have good Pisces, bad Pisces. You know what I mean? Like, it's like everything is dual. Like, not everything is looped into one. Even like when it like comes to like cunning folk. If you guys are aware of like cunning folk back around like the witch trials and stuff like that. Like, cunning folk, I felt like they even turned the freaking narrative of cunning folk, because cunning folk were the people in the villages that made the medicines. They did divination. They were the fortune tellers. They took care of the children. However, they ended up, being tried for the witch trials. When the fact that when you look up the word cunning is trickster. Like, that's basically trickster. And it's almost like the people who ended up becoming cunning folk were the people that decided to burn the cunning folk at the freaking stake. It's like they're now the cunning folk, but they don't even see this. They don't even see that they're now the new evolutionized cunning folk, and they're basically burning like the people on the stakes. Jesus. But if you look at the determination of how things are, things could be blended into one very quickly, just like a blink of an eye. It's like which path. Things like the wheel is always changing. You could be a mermaid one day and you could turn into a fairy the next. Like, things are constantly transforming. It's like, which phase of your life do you want to stay as? You can stay as a pig, but if you don't want to stay as a pig, you can change it to something else. It may take a lot, but you can turn it into something else. Pigs are just filthy, though. Do you know how dirty pigs are? Pigs are so dirty. And when you think of a pig and you try to make it like it's not, oh God, girl, I'm going into a whole tangent. But like I said, it's going to be more intuitive. When you think of, like, say a pig like a human wise, that could be someone that's just they have a lot of bad karma. They are constantly making bad choices. They are constantly poisoning themselves and things in their body. And them poisoning themselves and things in their body, they're constantly throwing it out, spitting it out, using spell work against other people, trying to project that onto someone else. Trying to make someone else ugly because they're ugly on the inside. It's like throwing it up onto someone else, but that doesn't change the fact that you're a pig. It's like you may not be a pig, but you're a pig. So it makes me think of what's the name, those books with the characters that were changing from like human into animals. It's like a lot of humans are animals. I always say that, like, some humans are animals. Like I could kind of pick out like what human is an animal, like just by being around them for a little bit. I'm like, oh, you're in your like fox phase of your life, or you're like in your like lion phase of your life, or you're like in your tiger phase of your life. You're in your XYZ, and it doesn't mean that they're gonna stay there because you're human. You're able to kind of be a magician and change your mindset and be like, actually, I don't want to be that no more. However, a lot of people, they get so sucked into that role, and that's in whatever aspects they decide to glue to themselves, because scars run deep, and it's hard to heal all scars that turn them into whatever that they're projecting. It takes hard to kind of change your reflection in your mirror. It's not easy to transform, but it doesn't change the fact that they're that, and they can be described that. And then if you go into folklore, a lot of people are werewolves. It made me think of like when I was like saying like werewolves, how werewolves were looked at to change at nighttime and stuff. It's like when you think of nighttime, you think of darkness, you think of lust, you think of partying, you think of doing things of the, I don't want to say of the unknown, but doing things in the dark and like howling in the moon naked. It made me feel like werewolves could easily be looked at like those people who took their like the uncontrollable, I don't want to say fetishes, the uncontrollable thirst for something, and they just like let the beast out, letting the beast out. Like a werewolf is like letting your beast out. But there's different types of werewolves. So it's like, what type of werewolf are you? Are you like like someone that goes and just takes people and don't care? Or are you someone that likes to go and cheat? Are you someone that likes to go and like have multiple women and you don't like to stay committed at night? Like, it's like werewolves, they transform, they change because they have a beast within them that needs to be let out. And if it doesn't get let out, are you someone that likes werewolves too? Like, if you don't let that beast out, something is going to just like completely turn you into where you're not able to turn back into a human. And that's where you see those curses, where they're stuck in those forms. They're not able to go back to being human, and they're not able to go back to being themselves. And that's made me like kind of change my mindset of like what a werewolf is. Like, yes, you have the mythical aspect of it, but there's also the transformed modern day aspect of it. Just like with like vampires, like Dracula. Dracula is one of the most famous and known vampires, because he's charming, rich, healthy, tall, fine, it's like, but it doesn't change the fact that he's a blood-sucking nightmare, like it doesn't change that. It doesn't change the fact that he's great at manipulation. It doesn't change that he's able to kind of buy his way into any society. It doesn't change all of that. But there's a lot of things operating in that format in today's world, where people could be seen as Dracula, but you're not going to just go up and call someone who probably owns like 10 banks Dracula, are you? But they're technically Dracula because they're sucking on a lot of people. A lot of people are logging into their banks to they're sucking a lot of people. Like, it's like the way my mind be thinking of like how transformations are, like how things are able to just transform, kind of changed how I looked at things and how I even looked at myself and how I want to transform. And that's how you should be doing yourself too, Collective. Like, you may be looking at like, what type of phase of your life do you want to go down with the Six of Pentacles? It's like you have so many things at reach, and you may be trying to realize like where you want to drop your seeds to. Like, who do you want to plant your seeds with? Because the next things and the people you plant your seed with, that's going to be your new path, your new costume, your new folklore in a way, your new Bible story, depending on who you're planting your seeds with. That'll change the whole trajectory of everything. And now you're now in a living moment of something that happened already in the past, but you're now living in the moment. Tell me more, angels. With the King of Pentacles, wow. You may be wanting to share something with the King of Pentacles. You may be wanting to plant your seeds with the King of Pentacles, because maybe you realize the King of Pentacles may be someone that, wow, with the Strength card. And we just talking about wolves. This is somebody who you maybe feel like can control your beast. You may have two beasts. Because the typical strength card only has one lion on it. This one has two. You may be wanting to plant something with someone who, and the sun is here too. And the sun has their eyes closed. Because it's like you don't want to let your beast out in the light. You want to let your beast out at nighttime. But you want to do it maybe like you want to transform. The way you want to transform maybe with someone or something that you can trust. Because maybe it's very new to you. Maybe the skin, you're not used to whatever you're changing yourself into. However, you may not be able to trust the people who are maybe blinded to the aspects of you that like to have fun even with the Three of Cups. They may be blinded to the aspect of you like to have fun. They kind of maybe even like rejected you even trying to talk them into it. Maybe you try to talk to these people and they didn't hear it. They didn't care. They didn't listen to it. And the Ace of Cups, this could be a love offer. A love offer that has a lot of power within, even with that strength card. Like, this is a love offer that has a lot of trust and power within it. Tell me more, angels. I was in a whole tangent. And the Ten of Wands, the Star in reverse, the Ten of Cups, and the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. This is a troll. Even trolls, there's so many trolls out here in the world, and in the Fool, you're definitely taking a leap of faith with somebody, and you may not be telling this to anyone, or you maybe have hid the fact that you took a leap of faith with someone. Why did I hear that? Did you hide the fact that you shared something with someone? Oh my god, I'm hearing mad stuff right now. I'm trying to like have this video actually have a message, but again, this may be just a real intuitive message, so dread lightly, take a resonance, leave the rest to the imagination. We got the World and the Six of Wands. Yeah, you're definitely moving towards someone who makes you feel like the shit. Like, and I mean like with the Page of Wands, this is someone who literally gives you life. You know, I give you life. Like, this is someone who gives you life. Like, especially if you felt like you was just in the dark. Like, this picture is so dark, and then it just have this little like, you're walking towards someone that you feel like you can actually like have all aspects of yourself. Even with this World card, it's like you have a unicorn. It's not a horse. It's a unicorn. Some type of this could be a crow or a raven, a dragon, and some type of like foreign type of wolf. Like, this looks like the wolf that was found, that rare wolf that was found in the woods like earlier this year or last year. That's what that wolf looks like. This is someone who makes you feel very rare. Why did I hear that? This is someone who makes you feel rare. Someone wants to go rare with you. What? Hello? With the Hermit? Yeah, and you may be going within so that you can understand everything that may be changing right before your eyes. With the High Priest in reverse, that's like in the past, you may have ignored your intuition. You may have ignored some type of impulses that you knew you had to kind of take a leap of faith on, but you didn't even. You may be realizing that you should have been did it, or you're happy that you're doing it, because now you could kind of reek in some type of success, reek in some type of patience that you have with yourself. You may have not had patience with yourself in the past, but you have patience with yourself now. You have calm with yourself now, I'm hearing too. Like calm and trust. You have trust with yourself now. Like everything that you put out is going to come back to you too. It's like you know this. You know this. And you're keeping, like, it's like, again, with the Four of Pentacles, it's like you are holding whatever makes you feel free, whatever lets you transform into whatever beast that is. You're keeping that so close to your chest because it gives you comfort, it gives you peace. It allows you to really like go out in the freaking fire and dance with like your homegirls. Like, it allows you to just feel free after maybe feeling so tied up in the past, not being able to get off some type of like battle with people doing nothing but project onto you what they wanted you to be. They wanted you to stay as a pig, you know, they wanted you to stay as a certain way, stay in a certain emotion, you know, stay in a certain story, even a story that they've narrated, something that was nothing but lies and illusions, something that was nothing but false. It was just false. It wasn't true to you. And you were blinded and binded to that. Blinded and binded to it. Why did I hear that? Blinded and binded to it. Wow. And with the Nine of Wands verses like that, is something that you completely let go. And when I did see the Two of Cups in reverse, it's like, did you have to break up with someone? Did you have to leave somebody? I mean, more angels. With the Star card, it's like you have with the Hermit and the Star card, it's like you get to be yourself, shine, while also get so much like inner healing from you being yourself now. Because when you are being yourself, you are able to get messages and downloads from God, from the universe, from things around you, even with the Three of Cups, things around you that pour into your cup, that fulfill you. It's like you get to celebrate, do things that you want, and it's not backstabbing you. It's not hurting you. It's not gonna cost you a lot at the end of the day. It's not gonna make you feel like you just wasted, like you just poured into like a false story. Like it's something that's going to actually give you something back. Even with this being like a bird, like, and then the wings are rainbow. Mm-hmm. That could be significant. But it's like you're able to actually balance two aspects of yourself, I'm hearing, that you may have not been able to do before with the Two of Swords. Two blinded cards. You may have really been blinded to something that it took you a while to kind of let loose from. But I don't know, this transformation you on now with the Death and the World card, this is a complete transformation. I'm telling you. Okay, there's 4 major arcanas. The World, the Hermit, the Star, and the Death card. Wow. Like, even with this so crazy, the Scorpion here, I had to kill like 6 scorpions since even being in this. I'm fucking sick of it. Okay, I'm sick of seeing their asses. But you are with something or someone that literally allows you to be yourself. That literally allows you to be like a monster. That allows you to be a beast. That allows you to live in a fairy tale. Listen to Tyla Fairy Tale, the new song that she just had. I don't know why I like that song. That song is so pretty to me. It's so pretty. Like, it's just so pretty. I love pretty things. I love pretty songs. Like, songs that are just so pretty. Yeah. This could be some type of, like, union, too. Some type of reconciliation that you're holding to yourself, that you don't want people to ruin. You don't want people to interrupt. You don't want people to butt their noses, because you know that they'll just do nothing but also add lies and try to bum rush it. But it's almost like there's a trap in a way to stop it from even. There's a trap. There's some type of trap not allowing that to intervene with some type of celebration. I don't know why I got that too. There's a trap set up. In case people try to, they're immediately blinded and immediately binded and immediately like thrown into a completely different world that they're not allowed in whatever this is. They're not allowed in this. Whatever victory and whatever celebration, happiness, sharing the resources, feeling like a star, being creative, feeling ambitious, feeling like you're getting healing, like changes. It's like people are not allowed into this. People are being completely left out. Things are being left out. The old you is being left out. I'm hearing too. With the Two of Wands, it's like that's completely seeing nothing but the crystal ball. Like, I don't know what it's like, seeing nothing but like the crystal ball and like what could be, what is gonna be. Moving forward towards that. Every step towards that is like, I'm hearing like, ooh, with the Tower in reverse. That's something you want to be stuck in. Oh, so that's something with the Six of Cups. Oh, that's something you want to be stuck in. You don't mind replaying that. That's something you don't mind playing. You Why did I hear that? Oh, so you want to be stuck in this little like loop? You want to be stuck in this little loop? I think not. No, stop. It's like this is something that you don't mind being stuck in. You don't mind being stuck in some type of endless creation, some type of endless healing, endless change. That is something you don't mind being stuck in. Especially with the world and the tower being at the two ends, and then the hermit, the star, and the death card being in the middle of those, in the middle of this five. It's like, this is not being scared of being trapped in something like this. Because this is nothing but healing. This is nothing but emotional fulfillment. This is nothing but trusting some type of flowers for blooming, some type of petals blooming, some type of healing, some type of past life being re-emerged. Even I'm hearing, it's like that is something you do not mind flying to. I don't know why I just heard that, flying to with his wings here. Any more angels? Take this one with the Knight of Pentacles. And oh wow, this Knight of Pentacles is riding a bull. Like, this is something that you do not mind singing slowly. This is like a slow, with the Five of Cups, this is like being happy with whatever loop this is. This is a loop. And I was talking about loop earlier. My camera died and it never dies. So this is somebody who just wants to stay with you. Like they will die with. This is someone ready to like die with you. I don't know why I got that. Wow. And with the Five of Cups, they will have no regrets. Like someone wants to be stuck with you forever. Something wants to be stuck with you. I don't know what this is. Like maybe you went down a career path where you don't mind being stuck in. Maybe you went and got into a commitment with someone that you don't mind staying with. Maybe you even realize maybe you just want to stay with yourself, even like marry yourself. Like, and it's so funny because like on this ring, it has a tree embedded in the gemstone. Probably you guys cannot see it, but there's literally a tree embedded in the gemstone. And it's like, trees are so powerful. They have so many stories. They're in so many stories. They're everywhere. Like trees are the barrier of life in a way. And it's like mirroring yourself to your own tree of life. Like, I don't know why I just got that, but it's like being okay with that. Like being okay with being even a hermit, even not having someone. Because you're always learning, you're always healing, you're always getting new messages, getting new creativity, not allowing things to blind you, not allowing things to bind you even. You can always trust yourself. And then even trusting yourself, it brings you things. I don't want to get emotional. With the Ten of Swords in reverse, being able to constantly heal yourself even. Maybe you're done healing yourself. You're done taking the swords, people that backstabbed you out your back. You're done allowing people to stop you from flying even. Because it's like, this is a dragon. They're not able to fly. It's like not allowing things to not allow you to fly, to escape, to be the beast that you are, just even being a dragon. It's like not allowing things to stop you from taking off and transforming into that thing that allows you to be this creative monster. My godmom used to call me monster all the time. Oh man. There's so many stories to tell. And maybe you're being more happy with your story. Maybe you've come to peace with your story. Even with the hermits, like you may have came to peace with your story. I'm gonna close this out because I don't even know what the message this was. This was more of an intuitive message. But Probably gonna be one of my favorites. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good one. Have a safe one. Bye.